American presidents who owned slaves. The legacy they don't want you to know.
All men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights.
The legacies of presidents who owned slaves, such as George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and others, highlight the contradictions in the founding ideals of the United States, which emphasized liberty and equality while simultaneously allowing the institution of slavery to persist. When we hear names like Washington, Jefferson, Jackson, Harrison, Taylor, Johnson, and Grant, we often associate them with African Americans. However, we seldom consider how these names became widely recognized in households. Acknowledging this uncomfortable truth is crucial to understanding the full scope of American history. It encourages a deeper reflection on the values we uphold and the narratives we promote. By confronting these historical realities, we can work towards a more inclusive understanding of our past and strive for a future that embodies the ideals of freedom and justice for all. The process of exploring these legacies leads to meaningful discussions about race, justice, reparations, and the ongoing impact of slavery in contemporary society. This perspective raises critical questions about how history is remembered and the narratives that shape our understanding of national identity. The figures mentioned, Washington, Jefferson, Jackson, Johnson, and Grant, are often celebrated for their roles in shaping the United States. Still, their legacies are indeed complicated by their actions and beliefs, particularly regarding slavery, colonization, and the treatment of indigenous peoples. The reverence for these presidents often overlooks the profound injustices they were part of, which has led to the marginalization of many voices in American history. It's essential to recognize that history is not monolithic. It is interpreted and reinterpreted through various lenses. As society evolves, so does the conversation around these historical figures. Engaging in discussions about their true legacies fosters a more nuanced understanding, allowing for a critical examination of how their actions have impacted different communities, especially African Americans and Indigenous peoples. The current climate indeed presents an opportunity to reassess and challenge long-held beliefs about these figures. By doing so, we can work toward a more inclusive narrative that honors the struggles and contributions of those who have been historically marginalized. Diving into each president's legacy, particularly those who owned slaves, can provide a clearer understanding of the historical context of reparations and the ongoing impact of slavery in America. By examining the lives and actions of these presidents, you can uncover how their decisions shaped not only the nation, but also the lives of African Americans and other marginalized groups. This exploration could highlight the contradictions between their public personas and the realities of their private lives, prompting readers to reconsider how history is taught and remembered. Additionally, connecting their legacies to the contemporary discourse on reparations can help illuminate the historical injustices that have persisted over generations. It will also provide a platform to discuss potential pathways toward reparative justice and healing in today's society. This approach encourages readers to reflect on their understanding of history and how it continues to influence modern America. If you find this content intriguing, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss part 2, titled, What's in a Name? What's in a Name talks about how naming children after their mother or father, grandmother or grandfather, or other ancestor is a tradition found in many cultures worldwide. This practice, often called patronymic naming, has historical, social, and cultural significance, to which most are connected to our slave masters. Religious significance. By examining how these biblical names appear in the context of American history and the legacies of presidents, you can draw connections between religious beliefs, cultural identity, linguistics, and the societal values that have shaped American life. This exploration can also highlight the interplay between religion and politics, particularly in how certain names and figures have been revered or utilized to support certain ideologies throughout history. Furthermore, discussing the reverence for the Bible as the absolute truth opens a dialogue about how religious texts have been interpreted and used to justify various actions, including the justification of slavery and colonization. This can lead to a critical examination of how faith intersects with the legacies of historical figures and the ongoing implications for social justice and equity.